J. Jackson MG 6120 Final Paper. Proposed expansion of Mercy Health System to Madhya Pradesh, India. Part A. Mercy Health System is a nonprofit religious healthcare organization in the Midwest United States. Mercy, as the health system is commonly known, was officially chartered in 1986 after the Sisters of Mercy united the different medical facilities run by the order under the name Mercy Health System. The first hospital was established by the Catholic Order in 1856 St. Louis, Missouri. Now, as the sixth largest Catholic health system in the United States, Mercy has a rich history spanning nearly 200 years of service. Mercy, 2024. Currently, the Sisters of Mercy provide service across the globe in association with the Catholic Church Sisters of Mercy of the Americas, 2024. Although the Sisters of Mercy have coordinated and assisted other Catholic orders within India, the Sisters of Mercy do not have an established hospital in the country. This paper will analyze the presence of Mercy Health System in the United States and explore the benefits and possible strategy for establishing a similar healthcare organization in Madhya Pradesh, India. Given that the Sisters of Mercy established their order following the persecutions that Catherine McAuley endured and the Sisters' greater mission of service, the order is likely seeking to expand outside of the United States due to current world needs. Although the primary reasoning for expansion into India is not financial, there is a significant opportunity for the Sisters to start an effective business model there such that resources can be acquired locally to subsidize the order's already established service efforts in the country. Currently, in the United States, the Mercy Health System has an operating revenue of $8 billion and provides $121 million to local charity causes. Mercy, 2024. Given the differences in structuring of the tax system between India and the United States, the Sisters of Mercy can save millions by sourcing their funds for service work in India locally. Part B. India has a single-payer healthcare system that also relies on a private and public sector of health providers, which in practice makes it more of a multi-payer universal system. The public sector is primarily responsible for delivering primary care through a focus on preventive and basic curative services, while much of the healthcare burden, especially for outpatient and advanced treatments, falls on the private sector. The private sector of India's healthcare system handles around 70% of outpatient visits and more than half of all hospital admissions, despite the public hospital system being reported by the Commonwealth Fund as free for all Indian residents except for small symbolic co-payments. 2024. Public health spending remains low at around 3.9% of the country's GDP, far below the global average, which logically leads to significant gaps in access and quality due to resource allocation. Dutta and Lahiri, 2015. Cost is a major issue for the populations in rural India, with 65% of healthcare expenditures paid out of pocket. There needs to be a significant restructuring of the public health system's resource allocation. While the government has introduced programs like Ayushman Bharat to provide insurance for the economically vulnerable, many people still face financial hardship due to the high cost of care in private facilities. Gosh, 2018. This is especially the case for secondary and tertiary treatments, which are often not covered by basic private insurance plans or the public system. Like in the United States, the uneven distribution of healthcare facilities between urban and rural areas continues to be a challenge. Urban centers tend to have better access to specialists and advanced treatments, whereas rural areas often lack even basic medical infrastructure. This is the particular area where Mercy can leverage its experience from establishing rural hospitals in the United States. By leveraging the experience of attracting skilled physicians to rural areas, Mercy can help bring quality care to rural India. This is the other major issue that Mercy can help mitigate: the variability in quality of care in rural India. In Madhya Pradesh, there is nearly a 1-to-10 ratio of licensed medical doctors to unlicensed practitioners. Gautam et al., 2014. The government has recognized these challenges and is increasingly focusing on expanding infrastructure, improving medical technology, and promoting preventive healthcare initiatives. Through the Sisters of Mercy's almost 200 years of experience in global service through both education and healthcare, both proper training and treatment of rural Madhya Pradesh is achievable. IBIF, 2024. In Madhya Pradesh, where rural and underserved populations are predominant, the need for healthcare infrastructure improvement is particularly acute. Many areas lack access to even basic healthcare services, and the extreme physician-to-patient ratios in the region make wait times illogical, with some patients having to make the decision to die in their home or a waiting room. Gautam et al., 2014. By establishing a nonprofit hospital in Madhya Pradesh, Mercy will be addressing this critical gap in both access and affordability. The hospital will serve urban populations in addition to the vast rural communities who currently have limited access to quality care, just as the Mercy Medical Center in Joplin, Missouri currently does. Mercy will cater to a wide range of patients, particularly those that Catherine McAuley sought out to serve many years ago. From those seeking emergent surgery to counseling care after abandonment, the Sisters of Mercy are needed in this region. Being situated in the developing world, this region is also currently navigating the complex development of its political landscape, including the formulation of regional trade policies, migration trends, foreign direct investment, and adapting to the effects of globalization. The local state government in Madhya Pradesh has adopted a favorable stance toward foreign direct investment, aiming to attract investments to boost economic growth. Acknowledging the central location of the state, and despite the limited infrastructure which seemingly isolates itself from foreign investment, the state has recently undergone significant regulatory reforms in an attempt to attract foreign business operations. These changes in policy regarding foreign investment in the region include reforms such as the introduction of the National Single Window System, a taxless sovereign investment system, and the easing of compliance burdens. Government of India, 2023. Trade relationships are also evolving, with Madhya Pradesh positioned as a vital hub for manufacturing and pharmaceuticals. The government has been proactive in promoting the production-linked incentive PLI schemes, which have been instrumental in attracting substantial investments to the region. This is one of the key areas that Mercy can save money compared to its operations in the United States. Since the state aims to leverage its agricultural base while simultaneously fostering industrial growth and cheap energy, Mercy will be in close proximity to its medical equipment manufacturers, have a cheap cost of living, and cheap costs of operation. This is in contrast to its current United States operations, in which the majority of supplies are shipped to the middle of America from halfway around the world at exuberant prices. GWS Surgicals LLP, 2024. The push for modernization and innovation is reflected in the Madhya Pradesh Science, Technology, and Innovation Policy MP STIP, which seeks to enhance productivity and sustainability across various sectors. Due to urban expansion in the state, many people are moving to urban areas in search of better economic opportunities. This urban migration has implications for healthcare access, as urban centers often become overcrowded, leading to strained health services. The influx of people to cities increases the demand for quality healthcare facilities that can cater to diverse populations, making the establishment of new hospitals in these areas crucial. Globalization has also played a role in shaping the political and economic context of Madhya Pradesh. As the state integrates more deeply into the global economy, there is a growing emphasis on modern developing infrastructure, enhancing digital connectivity, and fostering an environment conducive to international business. However, this transition has its challenges, including addressing disparities in health outcomes and access to services. Given this dynamic political environment, the Sisters of Mercy ought to seriously consider establishing a health system in Madhya Pradesh. With the growing demand for healthcare services among the urban population, this hospital will serve as a much-needed facility for families and individuals seeking quality medical care. The emphasis on establishing a quality hospital in the region can then serve as a site for expansion into different areas of the Sisters' mission. By addressing local health needs and contributing to the overall well-being of the community, the Sisters of Mercy can grow within the region from a hospital for the sick to a teaching health system for the future doctors of India, just as the health system operated and grown in the United States today. Madhya Pradesh's economic landscape has been characterized by significant growth, particularly in recent years. The state's gross state domestic product was estimated at approximately $13.87 trillion, about $166.31 billion for 2023-24, reflecting a compound annual growth rate of 12.49% from 2015 to 2016. IBIF 2024. The primary sector, being agriculture, has seen an increase in its contribution to the GVA, rising from 33.85% in 2011-12 to around 45.54% in 2023-2024. Government of India, 2024. This growth has been bolstered by government initiatives aimed at promoting industrial development, such as the Global Investors Summit in 2023, which attracted investments worth $1,542,550 $184 billion. IBIF 2024. Despite the economic growth, challenges remain regarding the affordability of healthcare services for the local population. While the Madhya Pradesh government has allocated significant resources to various sectors, including healthcare, the majority of the state's budget is committed to essential expenditures like salaries, pensions, and interest payments. Mattu Media, 2024. Consequently, there is limited flexibility for regional government expenditure, which impacts the funding available for healthcare infrastructure. PRS Legislative Research, 2024. Given the current economic climate, the local population will likely need affordable healthcare options that align with their financial capabilities, especially in rural areas where disposable incomes may be lower and travel can be extremely expensive. In regards to the business environment of Madhya Pradesh, hospitals compete to attract patients, primarily focusing on relatively elaborate means to attract customers as compared to health systems in the United States. This makes the private healthcare sector robust, with private hospitals competing for patients across urban areas, often offering advanced medical technologies and specialized services. This competition drives many facilities to enhance their service offerings, implement innovative patient care practices, and engage in marketing strategies aimed at building patient loyalty. IAD 2024. However, many private hospitals also face criticism for high treatment costs, which can deter lower-income patients from seeking care. In contrast, government hospitals, although they are generally more affordable, often struggle with overcrowding and inadequate facilities. Gupta and Singh, 2024. To effectively compete, Mercy Hospital will focus on providing a balanced approach as they have done in the United States, offering high-quality care at affordable prices while ensuring that we maintain a compassionate environment that prioritizes patient satisfaction. By doing so, Mercy will attract a broad spectrum of patients, including those who may feel underserved by both public and private options currently available in the region. Assessing the affordability of our hospital services will involve understanding the local demographics, average income levels, means of acquiring governmental support, and the savings on input costs due to location. With a substantial proportion of the population engaged in agriculture and industrial sectors, many individuals will not have the financial means to access high-cost healthcare services. IBIF, 2024. Therefore, a hospital that offers a range of services at various price points, including subsidized and financeable care, will be essential in addressing the community's healthcare needs. The proposed establishment of a Mercy Hospital in Madhya Pradesh comes at a critical and exciting juncture for the region. The local economy is improving, yet the healthcare system still faces quality and accessibility issues. Gautam et al., 2014. Our facility will cater primarily to the underserved segments of the population, particularly in rural areas, who have limited access to quality healthcare. By providing affordable and high-quality medical services, the Sisters of Mercy can bridge the existing gap in healthcare delivery and medical education in the region by ensuring that the people of Madhya Pradesh receive the care they need and deserve. In regards to the legal system of Madhya Pradesh, it operates within the framework of Indian law, which is influenced by both common law and statutory law. The healthcare sector is regulated by laws such as the Clinical Establishments Registration and Regulation Act of 2010, which mandates the registration of healthcare facilities and establishes minimum standards for their operations. While this act would be the principal interest in the detailed planning for the hospital for the Sisters of Mercy, it would be a cakewalk for the team that currently deals with regulation in the Midwestern United States, as there have recently been many gaps in the legal system of the region that have been respectfully scrutinized. Gautam et al., 2014. Madhya Pradesh has also adopted the Ayushman Bharat scheme, which aims to provide universal healthcare coverage and is governed by specific legal frameworks. While this has come under recent scrutiny, it facilitates access to medical services for the economically vulnerable populations and would support the mission of a Mercy Hospital in Madhya Pradesh. The Statesman, 2024. In addition to these regulations, Madhya Pradesh has made efforts to enhance its healthcare infrastructure through legal consolidations. For instance, the state government has merged the Departments of Public Health and Family Welfare and Medical Education for better integration of services. Furthermore, the Madhya Pradesh Science, Technology, and Innovation Policy (MP-STIP) encourages the use of digital technologies in health services, streamlining operations and improving data management. AIF, 2023. Navigating the legal landscape for establishing a hospital in Madhya Pradesh may present both challenges and advantages compared to the legal framework in the Midwest USA. While the legal requirements in Madhya Pradesh may seem less stringent, the bureaucratic processes may be cumbersome and time-consuming. Thus, while the initial cost of compliance might be significantly lower for establishing the hospital in Madhya Pradesh, negotiations with local officials must be exhaustively solidified with local officials first, such that the operational complexities do not lead to increased long-run costs from delays. Batty, 2021. Moreover, the legal system in Madhya Pradesh is still evolving, with ongoing reforms aimed at improving healthcare delivery. This could provide a conducive environment for new healthcare initiatives. With the capital power from a global organization such as the Sisters of Mercy, a health system branch in the region could capitalize on the emerging regulatory framework and help shape it for the better. However, such an unstable environment will require careful navigation of legal requirements and prudent negotiations to avoid potential pitfalls. The Statesman, 2024. Ultimately, while establishing a hospital in Madhya Pradesh may involve navigating a less predictable legal landscape than in the Midwest, the opportunities for growth and innovation are exactly what should attract a service organization like the Sisters of Mercy. The combination of regulatory reforms, initiatives like the Ayushman Bharat, and a growing demand for healthcare services can create a favorable environment for the Sisters of Mercy to establish a vital healthcare system that addresses the local population's needs. AIF, 2023. In establishing a hospital in Madhya Pradesh, India, it is also essential to consider the cultural variables that can significantly impact healthcare delivery. Utilizing Hofstede's cultural dimensions theory allows for a structured comparison between Madhya Pradesh and the American Midwest, highlighting key cultural differences that may affect patient interactions, service delivery, and operational strategies. One of the most notable dimensions in this analysis is power distance, which reflects how society views authority and hierarchy. In Madhya Pradesh, there is a significant power distance, indicating that individuals typically defer to those in authority, which would include healthcare providers. Patients often rely heavily on doctors' expertise and may be less inclined to question medical advice. This cultural trait can enhance physician authority but may hinder open communication between patients and providers, affecting informed consent and patient engagement. In contrast, the American Midwest exhibits a lower power distance, promoting a more egalitarian approach. Patients are generally encouraged to participate actively in their healthcare decisions, fostering a partnership between providers and patients. For the Sisters of Mercy, adapting communication strategies to respect local customs while also encouraging patient involvement will be critical for building trust and improving healthcare outcomes. The Culture Factor, 2024. The dimension of individualism versus collectivism reveals another important cultural divergence. Madhya Pradesh is characterized by a collectivist culture, where family and community play a vital role in decision-making processes. Healthcare providers must be prepared to engage not only with the patient but also with their families, who often participate actively in care decisions. This approach aligns with cultural norms and can improve treatment adherence. Gupta and Singh, 2024. Conversely, the Midwest embraces individualism, prioritizing personal autonomy and self-determination. In this context, patients are more likely to expect individualized care and direct involvement in their treatment plans. Understanding this distinction will be crucial for the hospital staff in Madhya Pradesh, as they must balance family involvement with respect for individual patient choices. The Culture Factor, 2024. The cultural dimension of masculinity versus femininity indicates a tendency toward competitiveness in Madhya Pradesh. The high masculinity score suggests that success is measured by achievement and assertiveness. In healthcare, this can translate to a focus on clinical outcomes and efficiency, potentially at the expense of empathetic patient care. Bhandari, 2024. In contrast, the Midwest has a more feminine culture, which values quality of life. As such, the Sisters of Mercy will need to navigate these cultural expectations carefully, ensuring that while they pursue excellence in clinical outcomes, they also prioritize the holistic well-being of patients. Uncertainty avoidance is another critical cultural dimension that affects healthcare systems. In Madhya Pradesh, the level of uncertainty avoidance is relatively high, meaning individuals prefer clear rules and established procedures. Patients may seek reassurance and detailed information about their treatment, which necessitates a structured approach to care delivery. The Culture Factor, 2024. While this might seem to be an issue for the Sisters of Mercy at first glance, it can be easily mitigated by having the hospital faculty acclimate to Indian healthcare practices before the hospital opening. The cultural dimension of long-term orientation versus short-term normative orientation reveals a tendency in Madhya Pradesh toward a long-term perspective. This cultural trait emphasizes perseverance, thrift, and the importance of planning for the future. Consequently, patients in Madhya Pradesh may have different expectations regarding treatment timelines and recovery processes. Gupta and Singh, 2024. Understanding these expectations will be essential for managing patient interactions effectively. The long-term orientation will also be used as a benefit for the proposed Mercy Hospital, as it will be seen as a beacon for growth in the region with the promise of recurring local investment, as has been the case in the Midwest. Finally, the dimension of indulgence versus restraint highlights a significant cultural difference. Madhya Pradesh leans toward restraint, indicating a cultural tendency to suppress gratification of desires. This cultural aspect may impact patients' willingness to seek medical care proactively. Bhandari, 2024. To foster a proactive healthcare-seeking behavior among patients in Madhya Pradesh, the proposed hospital will need to implement community outreach programs that emphasize wellness and preventive care, which aligns with the values of the Sisters of Mercy and is the current service mission for the Sisters of Mercy of the Holy Cross that are currently in the region. In conclusion, understanding the cultural dimensions highlighted by Hofstede's analysis provides valuable insights for the Sisters of Mercy for establishing a hospital in Madhya Pradesh. By recognizing and respecting the cultural nuances of the local population, the hospital can enhance patient engagement, satisfaction, and outcomes. Navigating these cultural variables will require a thoughtful approach that balances local customs with best practices in healthcare delivery, ultimately fostering a supportive and effective healthcare environment for the community. Part C. When considering the entry strategy for Mercy Health Systems to open a hospital in Madhya Pradesh, India, the most viable option is foreign direct investment. This strategy allows for direct investment in building and operating the healthcare facility, providing the organization with full control over its operations, management, and service quality. By establishing a hospital wholly owned by the Sisters of Mercy, the order would have more liberty to implement its operational standards as previously described. This independence would allow for the integration of the Sisters' organizational culture, adapt to the local healthcare environment more effectively, and help shape the developing future of healthcare in the region. Foreign direct investment also positions the hospital to build strong relationships with local stakeholders, including government entities, healthcare professionals, and the community, which can be crucial for successful operations and long-term sustainability. Bashan, 2021, Haskell et al., 2024. In contrast, Franchising is not an ideal choice for this venture. While franchising allows for rapid expansion and the leveraging of local partners' market knowledge, it comes with several challenges in the healthcare sector. Healthcare services require consistent quality and adherence to regulatory standards, which can be difficult to maintain when operating through a franchise model. Franchisees may prioritize profit margins over patient care, leading to potential disparities in service quality and decentralization of the principles that are paramount to them. Sisters of Mercy Parker, 2023. Additionally, the complexities involved in the Indian healthcare system, including legal and cultural nuances, necessitate direct control and oversight that franchising does not provide. Mercy Health Systems must prioritize quality healthcare delivery through the Catholic Order's well-established values, and this is best achieved through a direct investment approach. Adopting an FDI strategy will facilitate a successful launch and operation of a hospital in Madhya Pradesh. This approach not only allows for the establishment of a high-quality healthcare facility that meets local needs but also positions Mercy Health Systems as a responsible and engaged corporate citizen. By investing in the local community, the hospital can foster the needed aforementioned trust and support from residents, which is essential for sustained growth and bridging cultural differences. Furthermore, FDI provides the flexibility to innovate and adapt services to align with local health challenges, contributing to development of healthcare standards in the region. Made 2024, Asia 2021. Part D. In conceptualizing a Mercy Health System in Madhya Pradesh, further conceptualization of the local competitive landscape is crucial. The healthcare market in this region comprises both public and private institutions, and as previously stated, each present unique challenges and opportunities. Public healthcare institutions in Madhya Pradesh, such as government hospitals and clinics, play a significant role in the healthcare landscape. These facilities typically provide services at low or no cost, funded by the government. While they are often overcrowded and under-resourced, they hold a strong presence in rural areas where access to healthcare is limited. Public institutions may also have established trust within communities, particularly among lower-income populations who rely on these services for essential care. 2018. Mercy Health Systems must address this challenge by emphasizing the quality, efficiency, and specialized services that its hospital will provide in addition to collaborating with these public options. Highlighting the benefits of advanced medical technology, shorter wait times, and a more patient-centered approach will be essential to attract patients who may otherwise choose public facilities. In addition to public institutions, there has been a recent explosion of private healthcare facilities in Madhya Pradesh. These institutions often cater to middle and upper income populations, offering a wide range of specialized services and more comfortable amenities. Some private hospitals have already established strong reputations and brand loyalty among patients, which can pose a challenge for a new health system. To compete effectively, Mercy Health Systems should focus on differentiating its services through a combination of high-quality, expert care, specialized treatments, and community engagement initiatives. Gotham et al. 2014. Developing partnerships with local healthcare providers, offering community health programs, and emphasizing holistic care can help build brand recognition and trust in the new facility. To navigate this competitive landscape successfully, Mercy Health Systems should adopt several strategic actions. First, investing in marketing campaigns that advertise to the local population about Mercy's presence and expertise will be essential. Additionally, fostering relationships with local government agencies and community organizations can enhance viability with local government funding and establish the hospital as a trusted partner in public health initiatives. Furthermore, Mercy Health Systems should prioritize employee training to ensure staff members provide exceptional patient experiences that are consistent with the values established by the Sisters of Mercy. This focus on customer service will be crucial for differentiating the hospital from both public and private competitors. Implementing feedback mechanisms to continuously improve services based on patient input will also demonstrate a commitment to meeting community needs. In conclusion, the competitive environment in Madhya Pradesh presents both challenges and opportunities for Mercy Health Systems. By understanding the strengths and weaknesses of public and private institutions and implementing strategic actions that emphasize quality, patient experience, and community engagement, the hospital can position itself as a leader in the local healthcare market. This proactive approach will not only attract patients but also foster long-term relationships within the community, ensuring the hospital's success. Part E. As Mercy Health Systems embarks on establishing a hospital in Madhya Pradesh through foreign direct investment, understanding the implications of exchange rate fluctuations between the U.S. dollar USD and the Indian rupee INR is crucial. The historical trend of the USD appreciating against the INR can have significant consequences for the operational costs, pricing strategies, and overall financial risk of the hospital investment for the Sisters of Mercy. In recent years, the exchange rate between the USD and INR has experienced fluctuations influenced by various economic factors such as inflation rates, interest rates, and trade balances. As of 2024, the Indian rupee has shown signs of depreciation against the dollar, which can increase the cost of importing medical supplies, equipment, and technologies essential for hospital operations RBI 2024 in Figure 1. Weaker rupee means that any investments or expenditures made in USD will effectively become more expensive in local currency terms in the long run. This situation poses a challenge for Mercy Health Systems as the initial capital investment and ongoing operational expenses may escalate if the rupee continues to depreciate. Figure 1. Conversely, if the dollar were to depreciate against the rupee, it could lead to lower costs for the hospital in terms of purchasing power, which may be likely given the stabilization of exchange rates in the past 2 years. However, the prevailing trend of a stronger dollar suggests that planning for continued depreciation of the rupee is paramount. The hospital's financial team must constantly monitor exchange rate movements and employ hedging strategies to mitigate risks associated with adverse currency fluctuations. Kumar and Shetland, 2024. The implications of currency fluctuations extend beyond initial capital investment. Operating costs, including salaries, utilities, and local procurement of supplies, must also be evaluated in the context of exchange rate changes. In the event of further rupee depreciation, local inflation may rise, which could increase operational costs for the World Bank, 2024. The hospital may need to reassess its pricing strategies for services offered, ensuring that they remain competitive while also covering rising costs. Foreseeably, in the event of local INR inflation within the Madhya Pradesh region, will have minimal impact once the health system is established and has a stabilized flow of service, meaning that the start of the health system must occur in a relatively stable climate for both USD and INR to protect against this risk. Moreover, volatile exchange rates can affect financial planning and budgeting. The hospital must adopt a dynamic financial strategy that accommodates potential changes in the exchange rate. For example, if the hospital intends to repatriate profits back to the US, a favorable exchange rate will yield higher returns. Conversely, unfavorable rates may erode profit margins, prompting the need for adjustments in operations or financial planning RBI 2024. Given the overarching goals the Sisters of Mercy would likely have in this venture, the best option would be to keep investment amounts in local currency for community reinvestment. Mercy Health Systems could also consider implementing risk mitigation strategies. One potential approach is to establish a foreign currency account to manage transactions in both currencies. This allows for greater flexibility in responding to exchange rate changes. Additionally, the hospital could utilize financial instruments such as currency forwards and options to hedge against adverse movements in the exchange rate. Kumar and Shetland, 2024. As previously stated, engaging in local sourcing for medical supplies and maintaining local reinvestment also reduces reliance on imports and mitigates exposure to currency risks. Building partnerships with Indian manufacturers can enhance supply chain stability and reduce costs associated with importing goods. Furthermore, collaborating with local financial institutions for currency risk management can provide insights and resources to navigate the complexities of currency fluctuations. In conclusion, the exchange rate issues that Mercy Health Systems may face when establishing a hospital in Madhya Pradesh are multifaceted and warrant careful consideration. Understanding the dynamics of the USD/INR exchange rate, along with its implications for operational costs and financial planning, is essential for the hospital's success. By adopting a proactive approach to risk management and leveraging local partnerships, Mercy Health Systems can enhance its financial resilience, ensuring sustainable operations in a competitive healthcare environment. Thank you for guiding me through this assignment as a part of this Global Markets course. I learned more than I foresaw through your engaging assignments. Regarding this particular assignment, I actually found myself passionate about a Mercy Health System expansion into this underserved region of India. Sadly, after the extensive research I have done into the region and the Sisters of Mercy, I come to have the sense that the sisterhood has lost its way for service. The Sisters of Mercy already own an $8 billion nonprofit health system in the United States. This allows the Catholic order to support a multitude of endeavors and transfers. Currently, I do not see a financial incentive for any American health institution to move to this region of the world, as there is only an incentive of service. I apologize if some of the transitions between discussion points you provided in the outline for this assignment were awkward. It was a pleasure learning with you. Sources: 8th, 2023. Strategic Vision, Mapping Out Madhya Pradesh's Policy Trajectory for the Next 5 Years. https://8org/Dacian, M. 2021. Foreign Direct Investment in Indian Healthcare, Trends and Perspectives. Journal of Business Research, 122, 101, 109. https://door/org/10, 1016/J. J. Basreswo 020, 09, 045. S. And Lahiri, K. 2015. Is provision of healthcare sufficient to ensure better access and exploration of the scope for public-private partnership in India? International Journal of Health Policy and Management, 47, 467, 474. https://door/org/10, 15171/April 015, 77. Author M. Shyam Prasad, K.M. Singh, R. Zachariah A. Singh R. and Bloom G. 2014. Informal rural healthcare providers in North and South India. Health Policy and Planning 29-1 I-20 I-29 https://door work/10 1093/HEPO/CZT50 Gosh P 2018. India is introducing free healthcare for 500 million people. Newsweek https://www.newsweek.com/India introducing free healthcare 500 million people 1075607 Gupta M. and Singh M. 2020.